We are live. We are live. What is up, family? Live and direct. Live and direct. YouTube. What's good, y'all? What's good, people? What's good? Hopefully, y'all can hear me okay. We live. Give y'all a second to jump in. What's goody? I hope the stream is playing okay. What is good, y'all? What is good? Family. We got three. We got three in the building. What's up, y'all? We out here, Chicago. Had a long weekend, y'all. What's goody? Sound is good. Memphis, what's goody? Memphis in the building. Yep. What's good, y'all? We out here on this road, man. Out here, OTR, box truck, gang in the building. What is good, y'all? I am taking a break. I'm breaking out here in Chicago. I've been rolling all day today, pretty much. I dropped off a load here in Chicago. So I'm out here getting this whole OTR experience, and I'm videoing and vlogging pretty much the whole experience for you guys. I'm learning, I'm getting you guys, I got some real sweet visuals I'm about to drop. Should be next week. I'm gonna drop the new video, like this whole trip I went from Orangeburg, South Carolina to Ohio. From Ohio to, where did I go? Minneapolis, Minnesota. From Minnesota back to Franklin Park, Illinois. So we went from there, and I'm here now in Chicago, and I'll be finding me a load to get me back to the crib. So, out here, man, just getting it, man. Out here working, man. Box truck business. What's good? Where everybody sleep? Everybody sleep right now. I see everybody sleep, or YouTube sending out these notifications late. What's good? If you're on a live, say what's up. Give your boy a shout out real quick. Hit the like button. Do something for me. I got 5 eyeballs in the room. Only one person dropped the comment, man. Give me a little shout out. Say what's up, yo. Hit the like button or say what's up. What we doing? Stop playing right now. I know y'all probably sleepy. It's 11:24. I'm sleepy too. I'm gonna hit this sack in a little bit though. I just wanted to come on here. Let y'all know the kid is doing well right now. Out here on this road, man. They had to what's good? They had to open up the gate for me. Well, they had to pull a chain back because I got the box truck out here. I'm not downtown, but I'm at this Hilton joint, but they had to open up the chain because I couldn't fit the truck in the other joint. Cali in the building. Oh, it's still early over there. That's what's up. West Coast. I was on the west just a little bit, Minnesota. It was trying to get me to come out come out to Cali. I'm like, nah, I'm not taking no loads out to Cali, bro. Y'all can hang that up. Not me. What's good, man? Y'all got y'all trucks already? Did y'all get y'all trucks? Everybody got their trucks, man. We get in the game. Get in this game, man. Go ahead and get in the game. But yeah, I've been doing this. I've been over the road since Tuesday. I left out Tuesday. Today's Friday. So I did one night. Slept in the truck one night. I stepped in the truck one night, my first night. Night after that, got a hotel room. Slept in the truck last night, and then today I knew I was gonna get another hotel room. So I kind of was skipping the days. What's good, y'all? Cali? No, Cali. That's just a little too far for me to drive to Cali. I told you I'm a businessman. I'm not a truck driver. So Cali is whoa, nah. Just the word Cali. It take a long time to fly to Cali. I couldn't even imagine me driving to Cali. That's nah, I can't do that. That's too far for me to drive. Dallas, Texas is in the building. What's up? Magnetic 71. Man said he just got back. Von Pierce said he just got back from making $3,000 this week in the box truck. Yes, sir. Von Pierce said he riding around and he getting it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Riding around and getting it. That's right. That's right. Gotta get it. Gotta get it. Out here riding around, getting it. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm thinking about running some Amazon relay loads. So what's crazy is on my computer I have early access, but on my phone it's not giving me early access to the loads. So I don't know what type of games Amazon playing, because at first I logged into my phone and it said, congratulations, you now have early access again. But then when I logged back in shortly after that, I didn't have early access. I'm like, yo, Amazon be playing games with people. They got to stop playing. I didn't do too bad with them last week, but that was kind of like all my early access bookings that I made. Daily cravings. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, listen, I was out in, where was I? I was in Ohio. I believe I was in Ohio, and a brother came out. He seen me in the box truck. I was getting loaded up at this facility. I was getting the load that was taking me to Minneapolis, Minnesota. And he was asking me about the, box trucks, about him getting, do I think the box trucks will be a good move for him to make? And I'm basically telling him, like, look, just go find you a truck, and you can get some work. Like, it's plenty of work out here for box trucks. Plenty of work. Like, you don't have to be scared. Like, this is an investment. I don't really feel like you have to be scared to make, when it comes to buying the truck. As long as you get the right box truck, that is in really good condition, or find something with a warranty on it, or if you know about trucks like that, or you find you're a really good diesel mechanic, get you a truck, man. Get in the game. Start making some money. The money is there. Literally, the money is there. Like, when I was coming out of Minnesota, I cannot get the word out. Minneapolis. I was coming out of Minneapolis earlier this morning, and I dropped a load out there in Minneapolis. I picked up another load an hour outside of Minneapolis and brought that load same day, dropped it off today not too long ago before I got this room, and the I almost lost my train of thought. And the what in the world was I getting ready to tell you? I was about to tell y'all something just now. I don't know. I believe it's drive. I think the drive time is wearing is wearing on me. So anyway, I dropped that load. Oh, I dropped that load off. But on my way coming to Chicago, I had a dispatcher that was calling me about a load that was going from Minneapolis to back home, back to Columbia, South Carolina. And I'm like, I'm mad because he's like, he need the full truck to fit that load on it. And it was 9,000 pounds. And I had 3 pallets on my truck today that weighed like 6,800 pounds or somewhere in that ballpark. But I was like real mad because that particular load coming from the load that he called me about, I could have easily booked that load and had that load and brought that load to Columbia, South Carolina pretty much. But it wasn't dropping off until Monday, so he was offering me $2,000 to bring the load from Minneapolis to South Carolina. It's about 900 something miles. So I'm about to give y'all some real game right now. I'm about to give y'all some game. Check this out. If you're already in the business, or if you're about to get in the business, if you download the DAT LowBoard, don't get the cheap version. Make sure you download the pro version of DAT LowBoard, because something that they have on there is a feature that gives you the last 15 days of what that route was paying. Like let's say you're looking at a load that's going from, he called me about the load going from Minneapolis to Columbia, South Carolina. With those miles, 900 something miles. He offered me $2,000, but really the load was paying about $3,500, like from Minneapolis to Columbia, South Carolina. The last 15-day average was being 15-day average for that particular load was paying about $3,500. So when you have a feature like that to kind of gauge your, kind of have some negotiating power with these brokers, because they will immediately put like $1,500 on that load, on the load board. Any load that you see on the load board, whatever that price is that you see on the load board, like don't even pay that no attention. Just disregard that load. Because there's way more money to be made than what they're offering on that load board. I promise you. Do not settle for what you see on the load board. Like they really be talking crazy. But anyway, I had to turn that load down because number one, it wouldn't fit on my truck. Let me tell you how shiesty and how thirsty some of these brokers are. So the broker, number one, he kept calling me brother. And I told him, stop calling me brother. Like it's some Indian dude or something like that. I don't know where he's from. But he kept saying, brother. Like, he was like, brother, I get the lower paying really good going from Minneapolis. If you're still in Minneapolis, going to Columbia, South Carolina, it's playing 2,000, brother. I'm like, bro, my name is Vic. Stop calling me brother, please. Like that's not gonna make me take the load, all right? But yeah, they do weird stuff like that. Then he was like, can you take the load that you have and like put that load somewhere and then take this? I'm like, man, get off of my line, man. I can't take the load. So the things that these brokers are saying and do to try to get you to take these loads, man, I'm like, man, stop playing with me right now. I can't take the load. So he's like, well, how many more feet do you have left on the truck? Number one, he said it was 12 pallets, 9,000 pounds. Mind you, the 3 pallets I had on the truck was already 6,800 pounds. So if I'd have took that and tried to put that other stuff on my truck, being super greedy, 9 times out of 10, it would have been way too heavy for my truck. I could have potentially got pulled over, overweight, and been put out of service for some extra dollars. So yeah, stuff like that you got to watch out for. You know, some of these brokers, they don't care. They just want to close the deal, make their money, and send you on, send you on your way, and they going on their way. They don't have to do the driving. They don't have to worry about getting pulled over by DOT, anything like that. So these are just some of the things that you got to watch out for, man, especially doing over the road. So with Amazon, you don't have to worry about that stuff, because Amazon is just, most of their loads don't even weigh like over 5,000-6,000 pounds. Like most of this stuff don't even weigh that much, so you never have to worry about that with them, or you don't have to worry about factoring any of that other stuff. But just this has been my experience, doing OTR stuff. But the thing that I do like about OTR, especially when you come out west, like out here in this area, Chicago, Ohio, Minneapolis, Indiana, places like that, there's usually always freight that's moving from out of these places right here, or coming to these places. So yeah, it can definitely be a win-win, like doing OTR stuff. But it's cool. It's cool. I like it. So what do you think is the most profitable state for the box truck? It's like a lot of different it's a lot of different areas. I think the west, like over here on the west, it's a lot of movement. In the south, there's a lot of movement, because I always see like a lot of loads coming from leaving out of the south and coming west. So, or coming west, coming out of the west and going south, or going up north too. So I mean, it's money everywhere. It's money to be made everywhere. If you're willing to drive and put that truck over the road, you can continuously make money in at all your stops. Like, you can continuously make money. So I can really hang out in Chicago for the next couple of days, probably to like Monday, because most loads that are being picked up on Friday are not being dropped off until Monday. That's just kind of how these shippers and receivers work. But it's been it's been a good week so far. A good week so far. I think y'all gonna like the video that I'm about to drop, though, because I got some real nice visuals for y'all. It's gonna be like a little mini movie this time, though, for real, for real. If y'all seen the post I did, the YouTube post I made earlier today, it's gonna be real epic this time. I promise you. I think y'all really gonna enjoy the next upload. Because I'm at these shippers, at the receivers, going through some of these beautiful states. I was in Minneapolis, y'all. Shout out, rest in peace to Prince, y'all. I was in Prince's hometown. That was epic. That was an epic moment for me. I was like, yo, I'm in Minneapolis in a box truck riding through the city. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. But y'all know what I noticed? I'm gonna tell you what I noticed. When you go to these truck stops, the 18-wheelers they rather you really not be at the truck stop, to be honest with you. When they see your box truck pulled up in one of them long spaces, they be driving through, looking for a spot, and you got that spot, they be looking like, man, you really don't even belong here. So let me say this. I saw somebody post something on one of my videos. I think I mentioned about paying my driver $20 an hour, right? Or doing Amazon. So I think that's a pretty good number for somebody that's running Amazon for me, right? So he came on my channel talking crazy, like he left a real crazy comment. So my channel is for positivity. My channel is for positive people. All right, this is a quick PSA for everybody that's on here right now. My channel is for positive people. It's like all that negative stuff, I don't do that. I don't do negative stuff. So I removed that quickly from like from around me. Like I'm not with that foolishness. So I let him say what he had to say. He told me to get the F out of here with that $20 an hour. He got a CDL and all this other craziness. Number one, I'm not hiring CDL drivers to drive nothing for me, especially not in a box truck, because I know they come with the bougie foolishness because you got a CDL. But what's crazy is I'm making more money with the box truck than some of these people that's driving that got a CDL. So, we really want to talk turkey, so it was all good. I banned him from the channel real quick. So yeah, it's nothing but a quick push of a button. But so if you have a CDL, that's fantastic. I'm not knocking people with CDLs. That's good. I got in this game because I did not have to have a CDL. Have I thought about becoming a broker? No, I haven't thought about becoming a broker. I'm on this hotel Wi-Fi. Y'all, I hope y'all can hear me okay. I hope the stream is coming through. All right, let me know if it is. The video is going to be. I'm gonna drop the video next week. I'm gonna drop it next week because I really can't edit on this computer right here. Like I got 4K footage, and my laptop won't handle that footage, so I have to be on my big computer in my studio. Yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah, but I mean, other than that, it's been a very interesting OTR experience. I really want to, I have to get back because I have to get this COVID shot. Not the shot, excuse me, not the shot. I gotta get tested for COVID because I'm about to take a epic vacation. But I won't tell y'all where the location is at just yet because I'm gonna drop a video on where I'm gonna be going. I'm going out the country definitely, but I'm gonna drop the video for y'all and let y'all see where I'm at. It's a place I've always wanted to go to, and it's looking it's gonna be a marvelous getaway. I haven't really looked at the low board like that. Amazon low board. Basically, I've only been looking at Amazon low board to see if I have my early access back, to be honest with you. Last week with Amazon, I grossed like $3,000 something. That was with Amazon. I thought I did 3,400 for the week, but the Saturday got cut off into a Sunday, and they actually paid me last week for that load. But yeah, Amazon was cool. I had some good loads with them last week. Brandon. Oh, you talking about the DAT LowBoard? Kansas City. I don't know if I seen it. I didn't check Kansas City. Since I started trucking, I'm 4.5 months in. Since I started trucking, I'm 4.5 months in. And I want to say gross almost 50K in 4.5 months. That's crazy. 4.5 months. 4.5 months, y'all. So y'all already know. Y'all officially looking at a 6-figure. Y'all know the other word. we doing 6 figures this year in the trucking industry, y'all, with a box truck. With a box truck, y'all. We doing 6 figures this year. Real talk. Box trucks has put me in another tax bracket, y'all. For real. That's crazy. And that was I made a majority of that with Amazon. And then the rest with doing this, doing this over the road stuff. That's why that was the main reason for me getting a new truck, because I did want to dabble and try some over the road stuff to see how I liked it. And actually sleeping in a truck wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm not super tall, so I was able to really, stretch out, have my little blanket and I got this, y'all seen me in one of the videos, I reached into the box and I had the shades. So my shades go all the way around the inside of the truck to like really close it all the way off so you can't see inside of it. But I seen some of the craziest stuff at one of the truck stops. I saw a guy was in a box truck. Where was I at? I was in Minnesota. I wasn't in Minneapolis yet, but I was on the outskirts. But this guy like had clothes like all up around the front of his window, and on the sides he didn't have nothing on the sides, but I just seen him stretched out across the seat, and he was knocked out. But that's truck life for you, whether you're in a box truck or a semi, But it's good. It was good. It was good. Confirming say can't find a truck. He said can't find a truck fast enough. Yeah, so I do use Amazon to do my local stuff and brokers for bigger checks for bigger, for longer runs. But some of the runs are not that long. So I can use brokers to do loads that may be, really still not that many miles, because I've done like the load I did on the video that paid me $950. Like that was like a couple hundred something miles. So it just depends. It depends on the broker. Some brokers are not going to try to, really take all the money, but the OTR loads, no, the OTR loads I'm doing is not from Amazon. This is all dealing with the load boards outside of Amazon. All the brokers have been from Truck Stop Load Board or DAT LowBoard. Now I wasn't booking loads on DAT LowBoard until I purchased the Pro membership. With the Pro membership, the second those loads come out, you get to see them. You see the loads when they pop up, and I just got plugged in with another load board. So some of these brokers, my factoring company will not factor their loads. But I found a couple of brokers that my factoring company won't factor, and they have like their own factoring, like the other brokers that I found. They have their own factoring. So they basically take their percentage for the quick pay just to pay me out quick once I submit my POD, which is basically the bill of lading and my rate con. So they've been paying like, direct deposit. So I may get it like in 24 to 48 hours. I still get paid from them. So my max, appreciate that, Vaughn. My max pounds that I carry. So I did a video where I went to the truck stop. I weighed my truck full of gas. I had a full tank of gas. I weighed the truck and to see what my max weight was with a full tank of gas. So after I did that, I found out that my max weight is about 9,400 pounds. So I can do about 9,400 pounds without me going overweight, without me being over 26,000 pounds with the full tank of gas. Yeah, so Q Gully. So all you need to do, go to the truck stop. Go to any one of the truck stops, download the cat scale app, and once you get to the truck stop, go over the scale, the weight scale, Fill up your truck. If you got a DEF tank, make sure it's full of DEF, full of gas, uh, and then just punch in. You'll see the number that pops up. It'll tell you to put that number in, and it'll weigh your truck full of gas. That way, it'll tell you your weight. You'll get your total weight, and basically you take that and you kind of start subtracting like the highest load that you can find. So you might be able to do 10,000. Depends on what your truck weighs. That's the way you find out your max weight. But I'll never carry my max weight. I just don't want to be like super, super heavy. Like I don't want to put that much strain on my truck, to be honest with you. And sometimes the heavier loads still might not pay you as much money. Because a lot of these brokers, they don't even care what the weight is, as far as like they don't go by how much it weighs a lot of times as far as how much they're going to pay you. So you might be taking a heavier load and using more gas to move that load and still not getting maximum dollars for that particular load. So I don't take I wouldn't take 9,500 pounds. I'll take 9,000 is probably the max that I would carry on my truck. 9,000 pounds. Because if my max is 94, 9,500, I think mine is 94 and some change, like the max weight. So the most I'll do is 9,000. So my favorite load board has been Truck Stop and DAT LowBoard. Now I've been doing a lot of booking on DAT lately. So yeah, they've been good. They've been good. And I've been using this. I think I ran most of the loads I ran to yesterday and today. My factoring company wouldn't factor those loads, but this last load I ran, my factoring company will factor their load. So that's like my routine. I find out I put the brokers in my factoring company's app to check their credit rating, to see if they can be factored, and if not, before I run that load with that broker, I check to see how fast I can get my money from that broker versus me just booking that load. Because if I can't get the load factor, I'm not gonna run that broker. And even with DAT, you can look at some of the loads. You can look at reviews on some of the brokers. So if you deal with a broker that's shiesty, and you really didn't do your due diligence and you just booked the load and that broker's taking forever to pay you your money, you can leave a review for that broker on DAT LowBoard, which they can easily start losing money, because most people, we like reviews. Before I do business with most companies, I go check their reviews on Google. That kind of lets you know whether you're going to spend money with that business or not. So G Money, I tried to do that today, but I couldn't because I didn't have enough room on my truck. But something DAT LowBoard does for you. This is another tip. When you do purchase the pro version of the DAT LowBoard. So what DAT LowBoard will do for you, it will help you piece together partials. So if you're taking a trip and let's say you booked something where the weight was 2,500 pounds and it only had 3 pallets on that for that weight. So along your route, they'll help you look for other loads that may match up and fit to where you can have a full truck going in that same direction, which I think is a really, really, really great feature to have, for the load boards to kind of help you start putting your loads together. Like they can help you do that, but you can also do that yourself. You can just look at loads, look at how many feet your load is, and start piecing your partials together to get a full truck along your route. But I like it. DAT is good. I was initially just using Truck Stop because I had the cheap version of DAT LowBoard and I wasn't booking no loads on it, to be honest with you. So I was favoring Truck Stop more in the beginning because, of course, I was paying for their pro membership for their LowBoard. But I'm hearing a few people have been telling me to check out XPO LowBoard. I just don't like the low boards where I have to bid for loads. Like I'm not gonna pay a lot of money to where I have to bid on loads to actually book a load. I Googled my factoring company. I use OTR Capital. They were like one of the top 5 factoring companies to use. They had non-recourse, which is something that I really liked. The first factoring company I started to go with, they just wanted way too much information. They wanted my social security number. They wanted all types of craziness. Like I just had to send them way too much information for them to be factoring my loads, for them to do non-recourse. Even though they had a cheaper rate, I think it was like 2%. And my factoring rate now is like 3.5 or 3%. I think it's 3%. Either 3 or 3.5% factoring rate with OTR Capital. But they probably they like the Ritz Carlton of pretty much factoring loads. Says, does driving take up all of my time? Oh yeah. The update on my first box truck. They emailed me. They emailed me this morning and told me that my truck is taking up one of their bays. What do I want to do? I said, for first and foremost, I'm not doing either one of the options that y'all sent me. That's not gonna happen. Go ahead and put my truck back together, and I put oil in my truck because it was driving. It was drivable when I brought it up there to them. So I told them to put my truck back together and put oil in it. My coolant was already topped off. Put oil in it. I'll fill it back up with oil. And I'm gonna drive the truck home. I probably go on eBay, find me a motor, put it in it. If I decide to keep it, I may keep it or sell it. If I don't sell it, if I do sell it, I may invest in a hot shot, because I've been kind of looking at hot shots lately too. Either a hot shot or I may buy me a reefer truck. Amazon is doing reefer trucks now. I think I mentioned that to you guys one time. But Amazon is doing reefer trucks. So like in Charlotte, CLT9, like they got a whole side now where reefer trucks are loading up their trucks now, the box trucks. So yeah. I have been using my fuel. Actually, I used my fuel card on this trip a couple times. So when it gets super late if the other gas, BP or Circle K, those gas stations are not open for diesel fuel, I will hit the Flying J or Pilot and just get my fuel there. So I use my fuel card sporadically. I do use it. Oh yeah, that's what I meant to tell y'all. So where was I at? I was going to pick up the load in Ohio. So I'm using Google Maps. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell all 44 of y'all right now that's on this live right now. Go to Best Buy, Walmart, wherever you got to go. Get you a truck GPS. Get you a truck GPS. Don't use Google Maps. Google Maps will have you running. Google Maps have you getting your box knocked off by going under a bridge that's too low for your box. I'm telling you. So I'm going down this street. I'm in Ohio. Google Maps takes me off of the main route and tells me to go down this side street. So I'm like, I start going down the side street. First and foremost, I'm looking at how low, the trees that are on the block, like how they have them trimmed. So I'm like kind of swerving so I don't get under the trees to mess around and snatch my lights off. I don't want to do that. So I'm going around. So as I'm going down the hill, I noticed a car flashes their headlights. So I'm like, damn, why is it police up here or something? Because that's usually like the police signal. So as I'm going around, I see a sign say 11 feet 1 inch bridge. I said, oh man. So I had to stop, back up. Luckily, it wasn't that many cars, but I backed up. I had to pull in somebody's yard, y'all, and bust a U-turn in that box truck. I said, boy, please, I hope I don't go in the ditch. I said, I'm going to Best. So I stopped at a Best Buy. Unfortunately, they did not have truck GPS at that Best Buy, but I was still trying to get to my destination. So I had to take an alternate route to get to the shipper. But I did make it to the shipper on time. I just almost see, and that's another thing. You got to be paying attention to that stuff out there. You got to pay attention to them height signs, especially when you're using Google Maps. Don't use Google Maps. I'm telling you, Google Maps have you running off a cliff. Don't use Google Maps, y'all. Do not. Yeah. Charlotte has the reefer side. That's what I'm talking about. Yep, Charlotte has the reefer side. So yeah, how pretty much how I plan my trips. Now, how I planned this trip right here. So let's say I'm booking my first load. What's up, Bob? Bob 2K20. So how I plan my route is once I book my first load, when I'm doing OTR stuff, I book my first load, and most times my truck is full when I book that first load. So once I book that load, I see where I'm going to, right? Once I see the location I'm gonna be dropping that load off at, I immediately go on DAT LowBoard or Truck Stop LowBoard, and I put in the search the city that I'm going to be dropping my load off in. I put that city in, and then I do another search. I take that search, and that search shows me if I have any deadhead, if I see any loads that I want to run from out there, and it all depends on what I'm trying to do and where I'm trying to go. So that's how you can do your loads. It basically depends on where you want to go. So most times when these brokers call you up, that's the first question they ask you: is your truck empty? Where do you want to go? I'm like, depends on what the money's looking like where I want to go. You know, the money looking right, I may go there. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all though, this is the longest I've ever driven, like in my truck. It's the longest I've ever driven in my truck. We talking about going from Columbia. Well, I went from Orangeburg, South Carolina. From Orangeburg, South Carolina, I went to, forgot what part of Ohio. Warren, Ohio. I went to Warren, Ohio. Went from Warren, Ohio over, how many miles did I go? I went like another 36 miles out. I think it was like a 40-minute drive to pick up another load. I picked up that load and brought that load to Minneapolis. Now, see, I decided I was going to do this OTR for the next, couple of weeks. Thanks to Amazon, they helped me make that decision. So, and after I did that, went to Minneapolis. While I was in Minneapolis, dropping that load off at the hotel. Like, all of this is going to be like on the new video that I'm going to be dropping. So I'm kind of like giving y'all some what you call it, a preview of what's going to be in the video. So I booked that load while I was in Minneapolis. I got to the hotel, pulled up the laptop, and started looking for another load while I was there in Minneapolis. Well, actually, I had the load on the truck about to be dropping it off like the next morning or whatever. So I had two drops. I had to do an 8 o'clock drop and a 10 o'clock drop, but I was able to drop both of those off pretty early, like 15 miles apart from each other. Drop those off. While I was at the hotel, I was booking another load to go ahead and get me set up to come and be headed back towards this direction. So that load put me here in Chicago. I went to Franklin Park, Illinois, dropped that off, and now I'm here in Chicago, and I'm either going to run Amazon or find something on the load board tomorrow if the brokers are putting loads out on the load board tomorrow. I haven't even looked yet, but I'll get up in the morning, I'll check the load board, see if anything fresh is up there to get me out of Illinois going back to the Carolinas. So that's pretty much how I do my my planning. That's pretty much my planning. Where am I in Chicago? I'm not downtown, but I'm out here not too far from Franklin Park, Illinois. So that's where I was at. I dropped some stuff off at, I forgot the name of this company I dropped at. It was a trucking company. Yes. Yeah. Now, so good question. Is it worth the driving? Yes. Yeah. If you are negotiating your loads properly with these brokers, yes, your drives will be worth it. It will be worth the driving. Yeah. So yeah, Vaughn, yeah, I dispatch myself. So usually how it will work is I set up all my dispatching myself. Chris, what's up, brother? I do the dispatching myself. I had a dispatcher. They never really booked me any loads like that. At the time they were calling me, I only had my first truck. I didn't have my second truck, so I really couldn't do OTR like that. But my once I book loads, like, so there's a company that I run loads for, and it's called Riggs, RIGZ. So Riggs is actually, if you guys ever, there's a broker out there I run loads for called Hurricane Logistics, right? So if you check out Hurricane Logistics on DAT, they're usually on DAT LowBoard or Truck Stop LowBoard. You have to get set up through Riggs, because Riggs is who actually will pay you for those loads that they run. So what happens is when you set up the account with Riggs, and say, for example, when I book a load, they like to do email stuff. So we going back and forth through the email for me booking this load. I like to be on the phone with these brokers. So this particular broker, they just like to do back and forth through email. So I booked the load through email, and after I booked that load, let's say I'm dropping off, like I dropped off in Minneapolis. So on the Riggs app, on their system, it shows that I just dropped my load off, that my truck should be empty in Minneapolis. So the brokers that run through that company, they can see that I'm empty. So those are the guys that call me with the brother, I see that you're empty. Where you want to go next? You have an empty truck in Minneapolis? I'm like, yeah, I got an empty truck in Minneapolis. Please stop calling me brother. Like, my name is Vic. Stop with that brother stuff. Like, I'm gonna disguise my voice the next time they call me with that mess. Like, yeah, how are you? Yeah. I'm gonna see if they call me brother with that voice. They're killing me with that, y'all. Brother, are you empty? Is your truck empty? I'm like, yeah, man, my truck is empty. But I already booked the load. See, by the time they call me, I'm already in the mix, like on the load boards, calling, emailing, booking, getting me a load already set up. Like, I don't be having time to be waiting on nobody to call me, ask me where I want to go. No, I know where I want to go, straight to the load board after I drop this load off, and already be pre-gaming my next move. That's how I do. That's how I set it up. Was I in Charleston? Yeah, I was in Hanahan recently. Yep, running an Amazon load. I was in hand to hand. Yep. Did you see me over there? Yeah, I was in hand to hand running a load. I was over there. I did hand to hand 5 times last week. 5 times. What with Amazon? No, I don't have. I don't have any problems getting a load. Yeah, I was in. I don't have any problems getting. So I probably only ran into maybe one broker, maybe one or two brokers that I did. Well, Snyder. Uh, I tried to run a load with Snyder. You have to have your authority for at least 6 months before you can run any loads through Snyder, or book any loads through them. It was another broker that had a pretty good rate. Had to be. They wanted 6 months. I think either 6 months or a year. But a majority of these brokers, I haven't had that. Haven't had no issues with. Plus, in the beginning, I ran for my first 90 days with Amazon, so I really wasn't calling brokers like that. But after that, when I started calling them, I didn't have any issues. I think after that 90 day hump, I was good to go. So I didn't run into that too much. Peak season, I thought was now. I thought peak season was now, but apparently I don't think it's peak season is hit yet, or it's right around the corner. Right. So GMO. So let me tell you how you get set up with Hurricane Logistics. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was kind of nervous at first when I seen my factoring company wouldn't factor Hurricane. So they set you up through a company called Riggs, RIGZ. So when you set up an account with Riggs, as a carrier, they have all your payment, where they direct deposit your money at. So basically with Rig, once you run loads with like through Hurricane, there was another company out of Florida I did a load for, but they was also set up through Riggs. But so once I set that up through Riggs, all I did once I finished the load, I go log into my account with Riggs. I upload my bill of lading, my because it already have your load that you ran for them up there anyway when you log in. So any load you do with them is automatically gonna pop up. You go in, you upload your signed bill of lading, or they call it the POD. Once you do that, they direct deposit your money. Yeah. So these 2 loads I just ran yesterday, I ran through Hurricane Logistics. Yep. And one of them they've already submitted payment to me for, and the other one I believe I submitted that one today. So Monday and Tuesday I should see those deposits in my account. No, this is not non-CDL for this. Non-CDL. CEO Lifestyle, you said we was side by side on I-26. What was this? On I-26, going to was I going to hand in hand, going towards Charleston? Man, when y'all see me out there, man, blow that horn, man. Let me know. Y'all be checking the channel or something, man. Blow the horn, honk at me or something, man. Let me give me a shout out, man. No, so he said, do they pay right? Because man, from Charleston down to Savannah, they have loads, and man, they call me all the time, and I don't mess with them. So GMO, what you got to do with Hurricane? So they try to get me to run a load for like $1,000, and I squeezed another $525 out of them. So I squeezed like $1,525 out of them for that load, because I hit them with $1,900 at first. Because DAT told me that particular load that lane was paying, the last 15-day average was paying about $2,400 or something like that. So I let him know, look, this is what's this the average for this load right here is paying about it was like $3.50 a mile. So I got them to like $2.50 something cents per mile. So that's how you gotta negotiate with them. Like you gotta kind of know what that stuff is paying. And I pay extra money for that DAT LowBoard just for that advantage right there when I'm dealing with these brokers, because I promise you, these brokers will have you run the loads for peanuts if you decide to take them. I told him, I said, look, I am not an elephant. I do not work for peanuts. You got to pay me to run something. I promise you. You got to pay me. You got to pay me, man. I'm like ODB, man. You better give me my money. Said they told me a load from Savannah to Ellenwood, Georgia, they was paying $1,500 for 287 miles, but sounding iffy. They was came on, brother. Come on. They hit you with that brother stuff too, right? Hey, brother, boy, that thing was making me mad. So, man, but if you don't stop calling me brother, man, you don't got to do that to do business with me. You do not have to do that, man. Just talk to me like you would talk to a Caucasian person, man. Don't talk to me like that, man. Talk to me nice, man. Be calling me no brother, man. I'm not your brother. Oh yeah, you definitely seen me then. We was passing Holly Hill, for sure. Definitely seen me then. Yep, I remember passing Holly. I was passing Holly Hill 5 times last week. I went through there 5 times last week. No, so XPO, I'm probably gonna. I think I'm signed up with XPO already, because I remember getting an email when I signed up with my my dispatcher. So what the dispatchers do is, when they have your carrier package with your MC number and all that stuff, they go on these different load boards and be signing up with your information. Yeah, they sign up and get accounts with your information so they can book loads through these load boards for you. Basically, the stuff that you can kind of do yourself, they do it for you. You know, they act as if they're you and call you with the loads. You know, excuse me. I mean, if you don't mind somebody else doing it for you and you paying them to do it, I'll be honest with y'all, I'm just trying to cut out as many middle people as I possibly can. One day I'm going to be trying to cut out that broker, because I don't like the game some of them play. Like this load I ran today, going back and forth with the broker. We settled on the price. He come back like $50 lower on what we agreed on originally. Coming back like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing together for you, but I had someone that came in at this price right here that made me an offer at this price, and I'm like, man, stop playing with me. Ain't nobody make you no offer. You just trying to get $50 less or make $50 more on this load. These the games these brokers be playing, y'all. I already knew it. Like, man, stop playing with me. I know nobody didn't really book this load, man. I said, all right, cool. We'll run it. So I'm trying to build relationships with some of these brokers. But yeah. Right. Who you talking about? You said XPO? You said XPO is paying. They loads are paying good. You running those with the box truck, right? You said M Landstar. I know somebody else was running some Landstar stuff. Have you booked directly through Landstar, or you booked off of the load boards? See y'all, see the good stuff be in the comment section, y'all. Y'all gotta tap into them comments. Be some gems being dropped in them comments. Yeah, I'm gonna check out but does XPO have their own load board? And Landstar, do they have their own load board, or you getting them off of the off like DAT or truck stop? Because I see their stuff up there every now. I see their stuff pop up on there. Okay. So I got like a I've been running stuff for CH Robinson. Now I know if you've been doing this stuff for a while, you probably got CH Robinson stuff, tried to book loads, and immediately. Yeah, I'm put a pin in that. But I've been running some stuff with CH Robinson, and I got to connect. We are one of the brokers. When I see a load on CH Robinson, I send him a screenshot of it, and he'll check to see if that will work for a box truck for me. Versus me calling CH Robinson and getting with the broker and like, yeah, that's 53 footer. Yeah, it's not gonna fit a box truck. I'll be wanting to hear all that mess. Get off my line, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do you. Like, yeah, it's not gonna fit a box truck. But I talked to a broker today. This particular last load that I dropped off today, when I talked to him and I set up the carry package information, he just called me because he was like he's been getting several box truck people that have been calling them, but they've basically been kind of scamming and double brokering loads and basically trying to scam the brokers. So you got to we got to deal with that now. Like even on DAT LowBoard today, when I was looking at loads, I see like when you click on one of the loads, like some of the van loads, you know, I guess when we see van, we look at the weight. Of course, we'll call the broker to see if it'll work for a box truck. I've been seeing like down when I'm reading in the comment section, some of the brokers are like, no straight trucks. They'll say what it is, then it'll say no straight trucks. And then at the end of their description, they'll say it again, absolutely no straight trucks. I'm like, I just want to reach through like what's all that for? Like, I mean, people can see it the first time. Like, I don't know, y'all. They be trying to disrespect the box trucks, y'all. I'm serious. They be trying to disrespect the box trucks. Yep. Oh, Total Quality Logistics will get you. I promise you they will. I promise you. I ran some loads for Total Quality Logistics. Now, I don't know if Total Quality Logistics, if they prey on box trucks, like new people that are running loads and looking at the load boards, because I probably done turned down more Total Quality Logistic loads than any of the loads that I ran outside of Amazon, simply because they try to have you doing too much work for peanuts with their loads. Is it? Yeah, you got to watch Total Quality Logistics. Yeah. I talked to Nick. I talked to Nick over there at Total Qual at TQL, but I'll tell you, they're used to talking. I don't know whether they know it's me calling or not, but when I give them my MC number, I ran some loads for them. I think one load I did run for them. That particular load was the load I ran that paid me $9.50. It was almost like $3 or something a mile. But the minute I heard the number for how far I had to go for that load, I knew that was a good number. So I can't really say too much bad about them, but some of their longer runs, they really try to not pay as good as they could pay you. Because I was talking to them about a load that I was seeing. I forgot exactly where it was going, but I know the load was the average for that load for that lane for that load was like 3,500, something like that. And then they had it for like $1,800, and I'm like, come on, y'all. So I called on another load. Anytime you call these brokers, y'all, and they tell you, you give them a price that you're running for. One of the first things that I look for when I'm looking at the load board, when I see there's not a rate posted, I already know this is about to be a tug of war about how much we're gonna run this freight for. I already know immediately. They don't have a number up there. It's game time. We're ready to go back and forth with the games. That's how brokers do. They're not gonna post how much they ask you, well, how much do you feel like you need to get for this? What are you looking for? Well, I'm like, why do y'all play these? Why do these brokers like playing games with this freight? Like, how much? How much? What do you need to get for this? What do I need to get? How much you offering for it? Because usually the first person who speaks loses. So I'm already trying to get them. I always start high too. When they try to get it out of me, I start high. I'm like, yeah, I go back and forth like, yeah, it's gonna be I said, hold on, give me 1 second. It's going to let's see what we could possibly do this for. It's going to where? All right, yeah, we got a deadhead. I got a deadhead about I'm looking at about 90 miles a deadhead. Calculating. Start making noise. Just start tapping stuff. Yes. Yeah, we can do this one for about it's 275 a mile sound. I hit them with I hit them with the RPM. Let them do the calculation. So this type of games they like to play though. And you see those all the time on DAT LowBoard. Yeah, you gotta watch them. Accelerated Logistics is another one. Accelerated Logistics. They like to play games. You can get paid. My factoring company factors their loads and they factor TQL, like no problems. But they like to play games in the negotiating department. A lot of accelerated logistics stuff is the U-Haul stuff you guys see me run. Like you see me picking up the U-Haul loads. But when I run those loads, it requires me to use my pallet jack. I got to use my lift gate. I got to do more work than I really care to do. Like, you're going to have me doing more work than I do with Amazon? Like, I ain't really signed up for that. I got to do more work than I do with Amazon, and that's a little too much extra work for me. And then they want me to unload the truck. It was one dude. I dropped the load off. Check this out. Where was I? I think I was in Thomasville, North Carolina. Thomasville, North Carolina. And it was the U-Haul stuff. I'm dropping the load off. Dude gonna tell me, y'all. It was a brother too. I don't know what it is about some brothers, man. Like he feel like the store his store, right? So when I pull up in the truck, he tells me I can back up under the bay or whatever, and unload the pallets there and bring the stuff in. So first when I pulled up, he was like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to take these empty pallets back." I looked around like who gonna take what empty pallets back to who? He's like, "Yeah, because y'all be leaving." I said, "Whoa, who is y'all? I work for myself. Who is y'all?" So he's like, "Yeah, I mean, well, I'm gonna have to talk to I'm gonna have to talk to my managers. The managers, you can talk to who you want to talk to. Ain't no pallets getting on my truck other than when I'm dropping off here. Nothing's getting back on my truck, going back to nobody." I'm like, "Yo, I don't work for Victory Packaging. They are a shipper. They use my company's service to bring pallets here, bring this U-Haul stuff to y'all. Like you wilding right now. Like that's not going on my. What are you talking about?" He's talking about, "Yeah, you're gonna have to take these empty pallets back because y'all been leaving the pallets." Bro, you got the wrong company. This truck say New Adventures LLC. None of that is getting on my truck. It's a brother now. It's a brother. He trying to he trying to do his thing for the folks. Y'all know the folks I'm talking about. He trying to do his thing. He trying to shuck and jive for these people. Like we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So it didn't stop there. So when I come in, I unloaded the truck. This was a U-Haul place. I was dropping empty U-Haul boxes off. I dropped the boxes off. I already put my pallet jack back on the truck. Then pull my door down, put my lock back on everything. I'm ready to go. So I'm getting them to sign the paperwork so I can get on out of it. Sign the BOL so I can get out of there. So it was one pallet that wasn't in the section. And he wanted me to put it in the section. So I'm like, yo, my pallet jack already back on the truck. Same brother, y'all. Guess what he say? Well, we ain't gonna be able to sign the paperwork then. White dude that work in the store, he like, "Man, we don't need no pallet jack, man. Come on, man, I'll help you push this over here real quick." You see what I'm saying, man? Extra, like he's just doing extra stuff. I'm like, yo, I said, "Bro, you being extra right now," and dude went ahead and signed the thing for me, man. I got on up out of there, man. I said, "Boy, some of the stuff you deal with when you out there, though, y'all. Seriously, this is some of the stuff that you deal with." Yeah. Bootlicker, man. Call him a Sambo, man. He was a straight Sambo. He was shucking and jiving for the man out there, man. Seriously. Oh, man, I'm glad you mentioned the fuel prices. Listen, y'all. Every pilot and Flying J that I see or gloves that say $3.40 a mile, I'm a little under a quarter of a tank right now because I refused to stop and put $3.46 per mile. I'm not paying that type of money for no diesel fuel, y'all. I know I'm in the city or out west in the city, but that's too much money, man. $3.40 a mile, 360 something cents. I think I seen something right down the street for like $3.20 something cents. I'm probably gonna get that. Either that, I'm gonna run out of gas, so I'm probably gonna stop and get that. Excuse me. Yeah, I told dude, don't even worry about getting. He didn't have to get his balls. He didn't have to get his balls. I told him, man, yo, First of all, none of that stuff going back on my truck. How you just woofing as soon as I pull up? I'm like, bro, if you don't stop. I did see $3.99 in out here in Chicago. I did see that for diesel. Matter of fact, coming up the street before I got to the hotel, I was like, what? Ooh, man, I can't do it, man. I can't do it, y'all. I can't do it. Okay, how much money I make? I ain't paying $3.99 for no daggone diesel fuel. I'm not doing it. Charleston to Ohio, $14.50, but someone took it. Oh my God, $600. You think I'm going to Charleston to Ohio for $600, man? Oh my God. Yo, y'all got to stop doing that stuff. Y'all got to stop booking these cheap loads. Y'all got to stop booking these cheap loads. Like I tell y'all with that Amazon stuff, I'm telling y'all, when you see a load on Amazon, if the number's not right, man, just sit there and wait till the numbers go up. Sit there and wait till the numbers go up, y'all. Don't book that stuff because they got to move it, so the number's gonna go up eventually. Unless some thirsty McDursty just come and hit the book button because he don't care. He only want to make $75 for going 200 something miles after gas hit him in the head. Don't do it, y'all. Don't do it to yourself. You're doing yourself a disservice. For real. You're doing a straight disservice to yourself. Shout out to everybody for jumping on the live tonight, too. I know it's Friday night, y'all. Y'all could be asleep. Y'all could be doing anything, but y'all hanging out with your boy. Hanging out with your fam. Oh my God. He said gas is even higher in California. That's why I'm not ever coming to California in a box truck. If I come to California, it'll be on an airplane. I promise you. It would not be in a box truck. In Charleston? You mean for like Amazon? I seen some loads going to Charleston from out this way. But they wasn't dropping until Monday, so I didn't take it. So most times when you get loads on Friday, well, I was able to get a load today that was able to be delivered straight through today or tomorrow, but I dropped it off today. I needed my truck empty. Anything could pop up. I don't want to be sitting on no loads. And I was looking at a load with C.H. Robinson yesterday. I put a bid in for like what was it, like $1,500, something like that. But it was gonna, I forgot, where was it going? I think it was coming here. It was coming. Was it coming here? I think it was coming to Chicago or somewhere in this area. But I would have had to sit on that load and not deliver it until Monday. So I needed more money if I was going to have to hold a load on my truck. You know, if I'm not able to make money and I'm holding freight on the truck, I need more money for it. It just makes sense, y'all. The wheel's not spinning. You're not making no money. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good move. Chatty said he's flying to Cali in 2 weeks to pick up this truck. Congratulations. Go get that truck, man. Let's eat. Let's eat. Try to go through some of these comments, y'all. Yeah. 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 Box trucks. Man, listen. Man, it's crazy out here, y'all. It's money to be made though. If you know how to negotiate, you're a strong negotiator with these brokers, you can make some decent money. Now you're gonna have to turn down some stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to turn down some stuff because some of it just don't make sense, man. It just don't make sense, man. I seen a load going from like South Carolina, some part of South Carolina, going to like Philly. They had this load posted for like $500. What? That's a lot of miles for $500, y'all. I was going from Charlotte to Hand, South Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina to Hand, South Carolina, leaving Columbia. I did that 5 times last week for $540 something-ish with Amazon. 5 times. Then I ran one from Columbia to Charlotte. That was $2.90 something. That was $2.60 something a mile, I believe. And then I ran one from Charlotte to Orangeburg for $397. That makes way more sense to me than somebody running a load, on these other load boards for that ridiculous amount of money, y'all. Come on, man. You gotta do better out here, man. Gotta do better. Now I did all that all that was with Amazon only last week. WJ's World, what's good, brother? Yeah, they definitely would try and rip you off. If you run it, they gonna let you run it, bro. I promise you. They gonna let you run it. They are going to let you run it. I'm telling you. Yep. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all now. While I was on the road, I was making money, but I was also thinking about the flexibility Amazon allows you to have to run loads and still have the rest of your day just to be home chilling after you ran that load and made your money for the day and still have plenty of time left on your clock. That's what I want to get into real quick. I got to get into that. I'm going to get into that real quick with y'all. So you have to really know how to maximize your time while you're on this road too. So you only got 11 hours of drive time on that clock. You don't want to be riding around in violation if you ever were to get stopped, because a few of those, and you might as well sell your box truck because you're going to be out of business or DOT will put you out of service. So that can take you out the game right there. That can take you out of the game. So really know how to manage your time with that ELD. Yeah, ain't really no way to cheat it. People say you can cheat it. Ain't too. I haven't seen too many ways to really cheat it. Because if you unplug that ELD, the minute you plug it back up, now you got unidentified driving that's gonna pop up on your ELD. So, really know how to manage that clock. You got 11 hours of drive time. You mess around with these brokers that have you running all over the place, and your time ain't you running over your drive time. So you got to know how to manage that, because you get 11 hours of drive time, right? Got to take a 30-minute break. Got to take that 30-minute break. If you don't take that 30-minute break, it'll take time from you because you're not resting. So that's how the ELD is. It's really set up to keep us drivers safe on the road. Like, you need to pull over and take a break after driving so many hours. I get it. It's so much money to be made out here. Drivers will be crashing because they just chasing the money and they not taking breaks. They ain't taking no rest. You chasing load after load. You got to take a break and get your rest, man. So got to do that 10 hours. Got to take that 10-hour break after 11 hours. Got to let that clock reset for 10 hours. So be aware of that also when you're on the road. You know, there's a reason why you see 200 trucks at truck stops. They got to take breaks. They on them clocks. When that ELD say, you see that time ticking down and it's ready to go into the red, that means you about to hit a violation. You about to go into violation mode. And if you get stopped by DOT and they ask to see them logs, and you running in violation mode, there goes your safety score. There goes your safety score. Yes, Amazon is doing reefer loads now. Yes, Amazon is doing reefer. I know in Charlotte, they've already started implementing reefer trucks. You can see them at CLT 9 in Charlotte now. So they have a whole side with reefers already running refrigerated loads. Amazon's they're not playing around. They tapped in. They are tapped in. I haven't picked up more than one load at a time, like for my truck, like running my OTR stuff. I haven't done it yet. I tried to do it, but the loads that I've been selecting, most of the loads that I've been picking pretty much has my truck full. If it's not full, the weight on it is really not going to allow me to pick up other partial pieces some of those partial pieces I haven't been able to find to load onto my truck, other than what I've been finding. So Q Gully asks, I'm gonna let y'all see the question. So what's the lowest we should go per mile? So you will hear a lot of truckers say you should try to get at least $2 per mile. At least $2 per mile when you're doing like over the road stuff. So $2 per mile is a good number. That's like the minimum you should try to get for a load. But when I started implementing DAT's Pro LowBoard, it was showing me the amount of money that's the 15-day average for loads that we're paying for certain lanes, right? So looking at that kind of gives you a gauge. So if you look at $2 per mile, like there was one load I turned down that was, I think we went a little bit over. I almost turned it down. But then when I did the calculations, it was actually $2 per, a little right around $2 per mile. But that particular lane was paying $3.50 a mile. So I was able to go from $2 a mile and get that broker to pay me at least $2.50, 56 cents a mile, because I knew that lane paid more, so that's something that you want to be aware of. You want to be aware of that. But minimum, depends on where you at. Depends on where you at and what that lane is calling for. Depends on where you need to be. There's a lot of things that you can factor in, but usually they like to say $2 per mile. I've done $1.90 per mile. I've done like $1.80 per mile, but I wasn't going super far for it though. Like I wasn't going long distance for it. Yeah, I'm not familiar with any cargo van loads. Because of course I'm in the box truck. Finance. Check out Tandem Finance. Tandem, Tandem. Tandem Finance is good. I would have recommended Navy Federal Credit Union, but Navy, even with great credit, still for a commercial loan, is 80%. It's 70. What is it? 75% loan to value and 80% loan to value for a new truck. A used truck is 75% loan to value, 80% for a used truck. But Navy, if my credit is good, I'm not putting money. I'm not coming out of my pocket. It's just don't make sense to me. My credit is strong. I'm not coming out of my pocket to buy no vehicle. I'm just not doing it. So, and I didn't have to put any money down when I purchased the second truck. But yeah, if your credit's strong, you shouldn't have to come out unless you want to put money down on the truck. Usually when you put money down on a truck like that, that money usually goes directly in the car salesman's pocket, to be honest with you. Unless you're dropping like half of what the truck is. Unless you put in a large, substantial amount down on the truck. Then that's a different ball game. Then you're financing usually what you have, left over. So Chatty said he used commercial fleet finance. So if you're looking for a place to finance you, he used commercial fleet finance, no money down. But he said they did limit him. What's up, Chrissy? I was telling Chrissy that once they got that authority set up, that phone was gonna be blowing up. I told you have no idea. They about to blow your phone up. Text messages, emails, phone calls, everybody acting like they work for the government. Trying to get you to do business. They want you to do the BOC3 through them. They want you to do the UCR registration through them. $300 for this, $200 something for that. When that stuff is $29, $25, and $59 doing it yourself. Dub, my truck. Oh, you talking about the guy on here? Yeah, it's good to get you a Google number, man. I wish I'd have put mine on the Google number. I don't get those calls anymore though. They like to catch you when you fresh in the water. I start hitting your phone up. Insurance. Yeah, I know that phone going crazy. Great. And the snail mail gonna hit you hard too. The snail mail gonna hit you hard. They're gonna hit your mailbox up. You're gonna feel like a whole enterprise when that mail start coming through. Ooh, 54.9. God, dude. Chatty, what state you live in? Oh, my truck was 30. What did I pay for my truck? 37. I paid 37,000 for my truck. But I paid out of my pocket for the extended warranty. So my extended warranty was 12 months or 100,000 miles, whichever one comes first. And that's why my truck is over the road right now. That's why it's over the road right now. Because I'm going to give it all she got right now. I can take it to any international dealership in the country if something was to go wrong with her. I'm about to see what she got. I'm gonna give all she got right there. Yeah, that reefer. I feel like a reefer is the way to go right now. Reefer truck is a way to go right now because it you kind of can kill two birds with one stone, because you can turn that refrigerator off and still put your loads in there if you want to carry some dry freight. So you got like the best of both worlds with a reefer. And I see a lot of reefer loads on DAT LowBoard and Truck Stop, but I took that filter off because I was seeing way too many reefer loads, and I don't have a reefer, so it was no need for me to be showing reefer loads on the low board. So I filtered them all out. Yeah, I like those reefers though. I saw another truck place out when I was running through Minneapolis. What's the name of that place? Truck something. Yeah, I knew I was way out here when I passed. I rode right past Tire Rack. That's where I ordered my Jag tires from, my BMW tires from, my Lexus tires from TireRack.com. I ordered my tires for my cars from off here, and I rode right past the headquarters. I was like, oh my goodness, I am really out here on this road. I said, I got all that on video. I got all the video for that. I got all the footage for that, y'all. On the that's gonna be in the video. That is gonna be in the video, y'all. I promise you. That video gonna be fire. Yeah, man. Let me see if I missed some questions in here, yo. Boy, it's 12:57. Yo, we up in here late right now. It's 12:57. Well, how long my live been? Where my time at? I'm looking for the time, y'all. I don't even see the time. Oh, an hour and 37 minutes. Well, I'm way past my time. I was supposed to be on this thing for about 30, 40 minutes and be out. Okay, I didn't even know it was a tire rack out there. I know I passed one out here in Minnesota. Minneapolis. Yeah, I was in Minneapolis. So how do you find out the RPM? The RPM is however much the load is paying divided by the amount of miles. And make sure you include the deadhead to get the full actual miles if you have any deadhead on the load. Excuse me, but that's how you get the rate per mile. Virtual Power VSTI plugin. I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen the Virtual Power VSTI plugin. What is it? What is that? Mr. Atias. I hope I said that right. Mr. Arias. Did I say that right? How much can you make off one box truck a year as the owner and driver off a purchased truck? I think that answer is going to really be based on that driver's work ethic. That driver's work ethic and their negotiating skill. So it depends on if you're doing over the road, or if you're doing, you could be doing a mixture of Amazon and over the road stuff. So it just depends. You can do six figures. You should be able to do six figures comfortably, with the box truck and not overextend yourself. And as long as you're like in the staying within the guidelines, like, using your ELD, you should be okay, because you still have to take that, you gotta do that reset, 34-hour reset. And think you'll be good. But you can make a considerable amount of money with the box truck. It'll put you in a different tax bracket. Yep, average $2,500 a week, $130,000 a year. That's one box truck. One box truck. But I personally wouldn't prefer to sleep in my box truck every day, like over the road. That's why I got a room right now. I just can't do it every night. I did a couple nights, not back to back. Nah, I gotta get a room, man. Gotta get a room. You said the lift gate assist in Charleston and Hilton Head are sweet. What lift gate assist? Which one you talk about now? Oh yeah. Now I haven't done them in Charleston and Hilton Head, but I did do them. I did it in Columbia. Yeah, they need that lift gate. That's easy. I call that easy money. Easy money. That's taking candy from a baby money right there. Yeah. Yeah, well, I can't even see them likes. Where them likes at, man? Hit that like button for me, man. Hit them likes on the live right now. Hit them likes on the live, y'all. Hit them likes on the live for me. Let's do this. And shout out to everybody that hit me up for a consultation. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. For sure. Tell them again. Y'all see what that man said? Burns GFM, tell them again. Let's get them likes up. I think it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to be made in hot shot trucking. I had a dispatcher. I still have one. I rarely talk to them dispatchers like that, but I've been dispatching myself. Pretty much do my own dispatching. I know how to talk to brokers. I know how to negotiate. I came from the car sales world. I've always been selling things pretty much all my life, so I don't have a problem negotiating. Especially when I learn the game and I understand it. Like, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Yeah, but hot shot trucking, I would definitely consider like having a hot shot in my fleet. I would definitely consider that. I don't have a truck navigation, but I promise you, I'm gonna have one on my way back to South Carolina. Or by the time I get back, I promise you that. I'm not running into no low bridges. I'm not running into no low bridges, man. We done messed up my truck because not paying attention and looking at that. I was going through Minneapolis. I was in Minnesota, and I know it's one place on the freeway. Like if you turned, you seen a big sign that said no trucks over 10,000 pounds to go this direction right here. I was like, boy, Had I been following up Google Maps, I'm telling y'all now, if you do OTR stuff, you do over the road stuff, get you a truck navigation, y'all. Get a truck navigation, man. Google don't have no mercy on you. They don't tell you take a shortcut. We're gonna found a shorter route for you. Don't go that shorter route. I tried it. I went that shorter route. Boy, this thing had me going through country towns. I said, why did I get off this interstate fooling with this freaking Google Maps thing? Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, but if you credit right, man, go get you a truck. Go get you a truck. So here's one that y'all can get. Y'all see this? I'm put it up on the screen. A Garmin Diesel 785. I'm gonna check that up. I'm gonna check that one out. Yeah, rental companies going crazy. They losing their mind with rental prices right now, man. They losing their mind. They don't went bonkers with rental trucks. Yep, I was running Waze on the way up here. Waze was trying to get me to get off the highway too and take a shorter route. I'm like, hey, Waze, I'm driving a truck. I'm not driving a car. I need a truck route. Give me the truck route. Yeah, you can do Amazon without one, but you still gotta kind of be careful, because if you're running a postal route with Amazon will bring you through some side streets too that say no trucks, prohibited. I done did it. I done seen them signs in some of these neighborhoods. Amazon, their navigation got me going through some of these side streets. I'm like, yo, I don't like Amazon navigation either. Amazon or Google Maps. I don't like either one of those. Now, you still kind of need a truck GPS, even if you're fooling with Amazon. Because sometimes, like, if you know your routes, then that's, you may not need one. But sometimes you will go down a street that is clearly tell you got the big sign say no trucks prohibited. Amazon will have you going straight through that, straight past the sign. They have you going straight past the sign. For real. You said Hammer app is good? Trucks Hammer app. Let me look that up right now. I was wondering if there was a freaking app for it. Let me look that up right now. I was figuring they might have had an app for it. Let me go to Play Store. Trucks Hammer app. Trucks Hammer. Trucks Hammer. Hammer GPS. Hammer truck GPS navigation maps. That's it right there. See 100,000 downloads. What's up? That's it. Let's see. Let me see. Trucks Hammer app. I agree. Okay, we might be on to something, y'all. That's what she looked like. Trucks Hammer app. Let's go. All right. Good looking out on that, GMO. Parking, fuel, new route. I will be using this on the way back. That's for sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good looking on that one. Boy, you learn something new every day. He said, what about doing bellhop in the day, Amazon at night? Yeah, you can do Amazon at night. Yep, you can do Amazon at night. postal routes. That's pretty much Amazon at night, postal routes. Dino Brown, what's good, family? Says smart truck route is supposed to be good also. Well, family. It is one. What's your main cause? Yeah, Chris Williams music. Yeah, you'll do pretty good. You'll do pretty good. Train gas. Depends on where you're getting your gas from too, but you should still see a good. You'll still see a good profit. You'll still see a good profit. Like WJ Worlds. I watched this video not too long ago. He mentioned going a certain speed limit, staying at a certain speed limit will save you some gas too. So depends on how you run it. Now I'm gonna tell you what, if you're going to Pilot and Flying J every couple of days to get gas, well, you're gonna feel like gas if you continuously getting gas from those two spots. And they don't have the cheapest prices. Nope, you cannot do Amazon with the cargo or Sprinter van. There's no possible way you're gonna be able to fit 12 pallets on either one of those. You get 12 pallets on a Sprinter van, everybody be getting Sprinter vans right now. Nah, no Sprinter vans for Amazon Relay. Nope. Q Gully say just getting started. Nah, I haven't tried Gas Buddy, but I think somebody did mention that to me. Yeah, Amazon Flex is for cars. I think vans too. Oh, bellhop is a service. I'm thinking you talking about bellhop as in like if you're working at like a hotel or something. Bellhop, yeah, I'm all the way lost on that one. Bellhop is actual. I guess that's a what? That's another company. Trucker Path GPS 1 million downloads. I might need to check Trucker Path out too. This is on my computer right now. I'm not shooting this on anything. I'm just going live on from my laptop. Yeah, but I mean you can use StreamYard. StreamYard is how I got all this little technology stuff set up here. But I usually use my camera. I don't really like particularly care for this my webcam on this Mac right here. I'd rather use my real serious camera that I use for my other lives, because I know the quality looks way better. Yeah, get in the game, man. Get in the game, brother. Get in the game. Get in the game. Them semis gonna get real tired of us pulling up at these truck stops, y'all. I'm telling you now. They're gonna be looking like, one more box truck pull up here, right? We getting out these trucks, man. We gotta talk. I know them semis. I'll be coming through the truck stop looking for a spot. Yo, there was a hot shot parked in the last night. It was a hot shot parked in the semi space, and the semi pulled up because you know the The hotshot looked so small in that space. The semi pulled up thinking he was about to get in, looked over there. I seen him just shake his head and back up, start looking for another spot. I said, man, these semi dudes is getting real disrespectful right now. They not really liking us like that right now. Yeah, but if y'all saw my post earlier, man, I'm out here with the big guns, man. I'm trying to make this thing real epic for y'all when I drop this video. We got a real nice video coming, man. Real nice visuals I got coming for y'all. I'm enjoying it though, man. It's cool. It's cool. Now the only thing that I probably didn't like was when I got to the hotel. Oh man. When I got to the hotel, I had to call ahead of time because they do have open parking, but I had to get the lady at the desk to get the security dude to let the chain down so I can bring my truck through, so I can park, because they got the little gate things that go up and come back down. So they had to kind of just let me through. And then she hit me with this. She was like, well, how big is your truck? What's the size of your truck? She was like, so, it's $29 for parking. But it's gonna be, depends on how many spaces your truck is gonna take up. It's basically gonna be like $29 per space that you use. I'm like, huh? I'm like, yo, I'm a Hilton's Rewards member. What we talking about right now? She's like, yeah, $29, y'all, per space. See, this is why people get cheaper rooms. You pull up at the cheap joints and you don't even, you just pull up and park anywhere you want to park. They ain't talking about no paying for parking and all that. I be these top dollar hotels that want to get off fancy and stuff, man. $29 per spot that your truck is taking up. Lady, if you don't stop playing with me right now and charge me for one space, because ain't nobody using none of those spaces out there. So yeah, that's what we doing right now. I'm feeling real good about this OTR. I'm gonna be finding me a load to get back to the Carolinas with, at least by Monday. Trying to reserve some of my driving time so that I can get back. I thought about doing Amazon tomorrow, but Amazon may eat up some of my time before I have to do a reset, so I may not be able to do that. So yeah. I haven't went to Florida. I've seen a lot of loads going to Florida, but I haven't seen anything that interested me in driving out to Florida for for a load. What I don't want to do is come out this way and then come back going east or south and pass by the crib and talking about I'm going to Florida. Nah, that's not gonna happen. Not for me. That's not gonna happen for me. When I leave here, I'm going back to the Carolinas. I got to get COVID tested and all this other stuff for this out of country vacation that I'm gonna be taking in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, I'm going to get. I got to get right before I get on that long flight. Burns GFM, North Carolina in the building. Yes, sir. Insurance rates on the box truck depends on your driving record, and I think your credit is going to play a little bit into the way they price it for you. But yes, I think hazmat is valuable. Yeah, hazmat is valuable. Any endorsements that you can get them. And Twit card, yeah. Certain loads that pop up will, be for somebody that owns a Twit card, has a Twit card, or hazmat, or TSA. Those three things usually I see those pop up a lot on the load boards, like outside of Amazon. Shit, hold that truck. Let you rent that truck while I'm gone. Oh boy. Boy, I'm nervous about letting somebody get that truck right there, man. For real, for real. I don't know. I don't know. I think she gonna have to. I think she gonna have to relax while I'm gone. I want to be able to come home and jump in there and be Audi 5,000 again. That's what it do. That's what it do, y'all. Got the hazmat. Yeah, the hazmat is good. It's good to have, man. It's good to have. I ran into a subscriber up there at CLT4 in Charlotte. I gave him a shout out in the video too. So I got this new thing that I'm gonna start doing. Like when I see a subscriber that runs into me like while I'm out, I'm gonna start highlighting subscribers like on the channel. I'm gonna just show them wherever I'm at, pull the phone out, record them real quick, let them shout out, throw them on the channel. They want to be on on the video, throw them on there. But he said he works for Amazon. He actually drives the trucks and moves the trailers in the yard, right? So he said Amazon paid for his CDL and his endorsements that he got. He has his hazmat and all those things. He's about to get in the box truck game. He's been watching, us on YouTube, and got him excited, man. Got him excited about getting started and getting the box truck and getting in the game. So yeah. However you got to do it to get in, just get in, man. Just get in. Just get you a truck, for real. Just get you a truck. A guy asked me about, like I said, I was in Ohio loading up, and the brother came up to the truck and asked me, like, is it money? Like, is it money in this? Like, for real, is it really money to be made? I'm like, yo, get you a truck, bro. You'll see. Get you a truck and you'll see. Get you a truck and you'll see. It don't take me long to really figure things out, like for light bulbs to go off. Like, seriously, like I couldn't see when the light. This is when I'm gonna tell y'all when the light bulb went off for me with this box truck game. When I got my first truck, right? I bought my first truck, and I'm playing like double dutch. I'm running some loads. I think I was running load with Amazon Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays. And then I'll be back in the shop. I'm doing this number right here. I'm cutting, right? I'm chopping up ahead. I got my phone open. I'm looking back at the load board. Next thing you know, I see Columbia to Charlotte pop up, paying, what was that thing paying? Like almost $500. I said, oh man. Picking up at like 12:30 in the afternoon. I'm like, man, I seen that happen to me like 4 or 5 times throughout the week. I said, yeah, I got to hang this up, man. I got to go out and play this game full time. I can't play with this right here. Too much money. I'm looking at money slip through my hands, literally. I done made a couple hundred for the day, but I just missed almost 500 with Amazon. See, I gotta go. It's time to go. The universe telling me, boy, look what you're missing. Keep on standing behind that chair. You ready to make 6 figures, or you want to keep pity patting with this thing, man? So I went on ahead, man. Put them things up, man. Put them clippers up, man. That's it, man. That's how you got to do it. You just gotta go for it, man. Make it happen. Go for it. Make it happen. You can't be playing double dutch with this thing, man. Go ahead and jump in and start jumping, brother. You can't be back and forth. Yep. Now I deliver some auto stuff without having the hazmat. I forgot what type of parts it was, but I know it was some car part stuff. And I ran that load. I did the video on that one. Oh, what? Yeah. It's definitely time for me to go and shut this thing down, man. I've been driving all day pretty much. All day. I've been driving all day, man. But I'm about to go ahead and shut this thing down, man. Um, boy, I hate to tap y'all out of the live right now. I know y'all asking some good questions in there. Um, yeah, but I'm about to tap on out, y'all. Man, hope y'all have an incredible night, man. Incredible day today, rather. This is 1:26 a.m. So the new day is almost started. I'm about to sleep like a baby, for real, for real. So, man, y'all know what it is, man. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me on the live. I'm going to shut this thing down. I got to get some rest for tomorrow to see what the day brings me, man. Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all, though, man. It's the homie Big VI. Y'all know what it is, man. Appreciate y'all. Have a safe trip. Y'all see me on the road, man. Blow them horns, man. Blow them horns, man. Shout out, man. Let me know you did. You see me. Yeah, you're welcome, man. I appreciate y'all, man. For real, for real. It's all love, man. All right. I'm over and out, y'all. Enjoy. See y'all in the next video. I'm telling y'all, the next video is gonna be epic. Y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. All right. But I'm out, y'all. See y'all in a minute, man. Peace and love.